Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Silver Seaters. Today we're going to focus on my full body strength workout. It's really important to keep the body nice and strong so that you can continue to do your daily activities such as getting in and out of the bath, going up or down the stairs, or even carrying the shopping. You don't need any fancy weights for this video, so you can get rid of these. We're just going to use household objects. Basically something that can provide a means of resistance or weight. You need to make sure that they're not going to slip out of your hands and that you can get some good grip on the object. Okay, I've got my marmalade, I've also got my jam to the other side of me, depending if I want a slightly higher weight or a slightly lower weight. Okay, so the format of the session today is going to consist of 6 different exercises for 30 seconds. We're going to start off with a warm-up, and we're also going to finish off with some stretching. The quiz topic today is general knowledge, so it could be anything. So get your thinking caps on and get yourselves prepared. First thing we're going to do is a nice warm-up. So we're going to start off just by marching on the spot. We want to get that heart pumping, increase that breathing rate, get that body nice and warm, and more importantly, prepare ourselves for the exercise ahead. Okay, nice and gently, we're going to come forwards with the heels now. Opposite arm to opposite leg. Nice deep breaths. Just want to warm up that body, get ourselves ready. Okay, now we're going to do our shoulder press, as well as coming out with our heels, thinking about that coordination, squeezing those shoulder blades together, pushing those fists to the sky. Let's get those shoulders nice and warm, let's get the blood pumping, and let's do our bicep curl, bringing those fists towards the top of the shoulders, and again pushing out with those heels at the same time, coordinating the lower part of the body with the upper part of the body. And let's go into our side taps now, tapping out to the side, bringing the hand up at the same time. I hope we're feeling slightly warmer. Okay, and last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into your marching. What we're going to do now is come out in front with our punches. Let's get those shoulders nice and warm. Let's get those hips nice and mobile. And let's speed it up for 7 seconds, slightly faster. And let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake it out and relax. To finish off with, we're going to do 3 sets of 10 seconds, slightly faster, punching out in front. Okay, and we'll just start off with our marching, just 3 sets of 10 seconds. We want to increase that heart rate, increase the breathing rate, and make sure we're nice and warm before we start any strength exercises to reduce the risk of injury. Okay, and let's go all opposite arm to opposite leg. Let's get ready for 10. Slightly faster, go at your pace, and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, keep going, 2, and 1, and relax. shake everything out, give those legs a good rub. Let's rub the lactic acid out of those legs if we can. Give them a bit of a slap. And let's go again, nice and gently, nice and slowly to start off with, into our seated marching. Nice deep breaths, control that breathing. We've got 2 more sets of 10 seconds to do. And now let's come out with the arms, our punches. Okay, let's get ready for another 10. Let's get set. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep going, 5, almost there, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Shake out those arms. Last one now, into active recovery, just some gentle marching, nice and gently. And we're going to go for another 10 seconds, controlling that breathing. Almost there. And let's go. Coming out with those arms with your punches. And let's go for 10. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Fantastic. So we're nice and warm now. We're going to start our 6 exercises for 30 seconds each, and we're going to repeat that 2 times. Again, all you're going to need is some light weights, or you don't even need the weights if you don't want to. Okay, let's start off with 2 questions. Who was nationalised in 1956 by Gamal? Sorry, not who. What was nationalised in 1956 by Gamal Abdel Nasser? I'll repeat that. What was nationalised in 1965 by Gamal Abdel Nasser? How many pennies were there in a pre-decimal pound? How many pennies were there in a pre-decimal pound? Not easy questions today. We're really testing you today. Try your best, get your answers down, get your pens ready and your clipboards there, and we'll go through those at the end. That's the first 2 questions. So the first exercise we're going to do is called the lateral raise, taking your weights, rolling those shoulder blades together. Let's have those hands down by the side, and we're going to bring those knuckles facing the sky. We're going to bring those hands up nice and high, and let's go for 30. Breathing out as you're coming up, nice and gently coming down. Almost there. Breathing out and coming down. Really working on the muscles in the back and the shoulders. And last few seconds. And now let's relax. After the lateral raise, we've now got the shoulder press. Taking the weights, bringing them in line with your ears, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and let's press those fists to the sky, keeping that slight bend in the elbow, and let's go for 30 seconds. Pushing that chest out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Again, you might find this one slightly more difficult, purely just because we're working against gravity as well. You'll really start to feel it in the shoulders and the back. Almost there, last few seconds. And relax. Okay, so we've done our lateral raise, we've done our shoulder press. Now we're going to move on to the leg extension. So we're going to hold for 15 seconds. And we're going to do 2 sets of 15 seconds on each leg. Straightening one leg, we're going to push that heel off the floor, we're going to hold it there. This is a really good one for engaging this muscle on top of the leg. Almost there, last few seconds. Take a break if you need to, if you feel like you need to take a break. This will be a good exercise to work on, and relax. Let's swap legs now. Really engaging that muscle on top of the leg. Bringing that heel off the floor. Oh, really starting to feel the burn on this one. Great exercise to do. And let's relax, swapping legs now. Another 15 seconds. This muscle would be particularly useful if you were walking up the stairs, pushing off that leg, or maybe getting out of a chair and relax, swapping legs. Might have gone over slightly there. Or if you were pushing yourself out of a chair without using your hands, this muscle on top of the leg is really, really useful. So this is a really good exercise that you can do. Again, we're not using any equipment, so you can do this one absolutely anywhere. And let's relax. Let's have 2 more questions now, so get your pens ready. Question number 3. The Reichstag building is in which European city? Maybe a bit of a hint there in regards to how that name is said. The Reichstag building is in which European city? Question number 4. What was founded by General William Booth in 1865? What was founded by General William Booth in 1865? Great. Okay, let's get on to the next exercise. This one's called the heel raise or the calf press, if you like. You're going to take your weights, put them on top of your knees. You're going to use those as resistance, nice and gently push those knees to the floor, and you're going to press up through the balls of those feet. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. Pressing through the balls of those feet. Again, this is a really good one to engage the muscles behind the legs. And also, if you're going up steps, again, you're pushing off the ball of that foot, and that's why this exercise can be really useful. Almost there, last few seconds. And let's relax. Okay, the next exercise, the bicep curl. Let's roll those shoulder blades back. Bring those weights down beside the thighs, and we're bringing the hands up towards the top of the shoulders. Going for 30 seconds. Really engaging the muscle on the front of the arm, the bicep. Again, this might be useful for a task such as picking up a glass of water, bringing it towards your mouth, that sort of thing. Breathing out as you're coming up, and nice and slowly coming back down again. Almost there, and relax. Okay, so the next exercise that we're going to do is called our breaststroke arms. So you're going to take your weights, you're going to turn them out to the side, and you're going to do a nice big circle with those arms. Trying to get that full range of movement. Again, we're improving the mobility and the strength in the shoulders with this one. Not an easy exercise. It might look easy, but it's not. If you're finding it difficult, you can drop your weights and just remember to rotate those fists out to the side. And let's relax there. Great work. Let's have another 2 questions now. So questions 5 and 6. Which sitcom character often says the words, "I don't believe it"? Which sitcom character often says the words, "I don't believe it"? I'm guessing if you've seen the programme that that's on, you definitely know who that is. Which river flows through Cardiff city centre? Which river flows through Cardiff city centre? Bit of a geography test there. And let's leave it there. Great. Okay, we're going to go back to the start now with our lateral raise, working on the muscles in the back. having those weights down beside our thighs, and we're just going to come up and out to the side. Let's go for 30. Nice deep breaths. Thinking about that breathing. Not an easy exercise, working on the back and the shoulders. Might feel some clicks, some cracks. Breathing out as you're coming up, and breathing in as you're coming down. And let's relax there. We're going to go from our lateral raise into the shoulder press, bringing those fists in line with the ears, and we're going to press to the sky, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Really nice one for improving the strength in the shoulders. You might use this movement if you were to take an object and put it on the top of a high shelf. That's when you might use the shoulder press. Almost there. Keep going. Or starting to feel the burn in the shoulders now. And relax. Fantastic. Next exercise is our leg extension. Again, we're going to do 2 sets of 15 seconds on each leg. And let's go. Bringing that heel off the floor, engaging this muscle on top of the leg. Keeping that leg nice and straight. And bring that heel as high as you can. And let's swap legs now. Again, if you'd like to make it more difficult, come further forwards on your chair. If you'd like to make it slightly easier, coming further backwards on your chair. And let's swap legs. Oh, can really feel it with this muscle on the top of the leg, which is great. Again, if you do a lot of walking to keep this one nice and strong. Nice deep breaths and relax. Last one now. Really engaging that muscle, squeezing the muscle on the top of the leg. Almost there. And relax. Perfect. Let's go through another 2 questions now. How many feet are there in a fathom? Just going to repeat that. How many feet are there in a fathom? Who was the leader of the Soviet Union from the 1920s until his death in the 1953? So question number 8, who was the leader of the Soviet Union from the 1920s until his death in 1953? Interesting questions. If you know about this sort of thing, I'm guessing it's reasonably easy. If you're not familiar, then a bit of a challenge. And let's go for the last 3 exercises now. So first exercise is the calf press. Taking the weights, putting them on top of the knees. Let's give those calves some sort of resistance, or the heel raise as you like to be called as well. And we're going to push those heels to the sky. Let's hold it there for 30 seconds. Thinking about that posture, roll the shoulder blades back and down with the chest out. And gently pushing those knees to the floor. You really feel it engaging the back of the leg. Last few seconds. And let's relax there. We're going to go from our heel raise or our calf press, if you like, into our bicep curls. So bringing those weights down beside your thighs, and nice and gently we're just going to bring our fists towards the top of our shoulders. And we're going to go for 30 seconds. Almost there. Keep going, everyone. Doing well. Keep pushing. Thinking about those muscles on the front of the arms, the biceps. And relax. Okay, the last exercise we're going to do is our breaststroke arms. Bringing those hands up nice and high, rotating those fists out to the side. Let's go for 30 seconds. Getting that full range of movement at the arms Again, really nice exercise, improving the and the mobility in the shoulders. Just imagine you've got a really strong current you're having to swim against, and you're trying to push the water behind you, to push yourself forwards and relax there. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Really good to try and fit that routine in as many times as you can. We're just going to finish off with a few stretches. Let's go through the last two questions and then we'll go through the answers at the end. So question number 9, how many holes are there in a typical golf course? I'll ask that one again. How many holes are there in a typical golf course? If you've ever played golf before, you probably get that one. That's quite a generous one, quite a kind one. Question number 10, so the last one. Which park in New York City is the most visited urban park in the United States? So which park in New York City is the most visited urban park in the United States? Fantastic. All right, let's get on with the stretches. So taking the palm of your hands onto your lower back. This is the chest stretch, squeezing those elbows together and pressing that chest out. Let's open up the chest and we're going to hold it there 15 seconds. Squeezing those elbows together. It's a really good one for improving the posture. And relax. Let's do the back stretch now. Locking those hands together, pressing forwards. Should get a nice stretch in the back. Really healthy this one. Again, stretching out the chest and the back's good for the posture. And relax there. Let's go to the legs now. We're going to do the hamstring stretch. So we're going to straighten one leg. Pull those toes towards you. And we just want to lean forwards until we feel the stretch underneath the leg. Don't push too far, just until you can feel it. Thinking about that posture. Keeping those shoulders back, chest out. And we're holding it there 15 seconds. And relax, swapping legs. Pushing those toes towards you. Great stretch again for releasing any of the tension in the hips or the lower back. And relax there. Fantastic. Let's go through the answers now. So what was nationalised in 1956 by Gamal Abdel Nasser? The answer is the Suez Canal. The Suez Canal is the answer to that one. How many pennies are there in a pre-decimal pound? The answer is 240. The Reichstag building is in which European city? Again, I thought that one was a slightly easy one considering how you say Reichstag. The answer is Berlin. What was founded by General William Booth in 1865? The answer is the Salvation Army. Which sitcom character often says the words, "I don't believe it"? That's Victor Meldrew from One Foot in the Grave. Which river flows through Cardiff city centre? Geography hats on. That's the River Taff. How many feet are there in a fathom? 6 feet. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union from the 1920s until his death in 1953? Of course, it was Joseph Stalin. Question number 9. How many holes are there in a typical golf course? And the answer is 18. Sure, we all got that one if we've ever been on a golf course before. Which park in New York City is the most visited urban park in the United States? And that's Central Park. Really, really famous one. Great. Thanks very much for your time today. Thank you for tuning in. Get your answers in the comments. We're all interested to see what everybody came up with, and I'll see you next time.